Listen, I need you to understand something that will shake you to your core. You wake up every morning carrying the weight of your excuses, your pain, your struggles, and you walk around thinking people notice. Thinking people care, but let me tell you the harsh truth. Trust me, nobody cares. Nobody is losing sleep over your problems. Nobody is waiting to rescue you. The world doesn't care if you're broken, if you're tired, if you're depressed, or if you feel like quitting. Life keeps moving, people keep living, and if you sit still, you'll be left behind. And that realization, that's not meant to crush you, that's your freedom. Because once you accept that nobody cares, you will stop begging for sympathy, you will stop waiting for approval, and you will finally understand that your life is in your hands. Your failures, your victories, your success, they are all your responsibility. Stop whining, stop complaining, stop hoping someone will feel sorry for you. No one's coming to save you. It's you versus you. That's the fight. That's the truth. And when you embrace it, you become unstoppable. Pain is not your enemy. It is the raw material from which greatness is carved. Every person who has achieved anything remarkable in life has walked through fire, not comfort. Pain sharpens you in ways comfort never will. Comfort makes you soft, but pain hardens your mind, builds your discipline, and forces you to grow beyond the version of yourself that is lazy, weak, and fragile. When you wake up sore, when you face rejection, when life beats you down, that is not the signal to quit. It's the invitation to rise. The truth is, if you never suffered, you would never develop the strength to endure the storms of life. Pain is not just a feeling. It's a teacher, a mentor, a ruthless guide that will not sugarcoat the truth, but will force you to level up or stay broken. The reason most people never achieve anything extraordinary is because they run away from pain at the first sign of struggle. They crave ease, they crave comfort, and they spend their lives avoiding the very thing that would make them unstoppable. Think about it. Your muscles only grow when they are torn apart in the gym. Your mind only sharpens when it's stretched by failure, loss, and adversity. Pain is nature's way of saying you are being forged into something stronger. Every setback, every heartbreak, every betrayal has the power to either destroy you or transform you into something unshakable. Those who hide from pain remain average, while those who embrace it become warriors. You see, the world is not built for the weak. It doesn't reward tears, it doesn't reward complaints, and it doesn't reward excuses. The only currency this world respects is strength, and strength is born from pain. The more pain you endure, the greater your capacity to handle whatever life throws at you. It's like forging steel. Fire and pressure are required to mold it into a sword. Without that fire, steel is useless metal. Without your struggles, you remain stuck in mediocrity. Pain is the pressure that transforms you, and every time you face it head on instead of running, you are reshaping yourself into someone the world cannot ignore. You can either let pain break you down, or you can weaponize it and use it to dominate. Think about the champions, the leaders, the men and women who inspire nations. Do you think they were born with greatness? No, they were tested. They were betrayed, mocked, rejected, doubted, and broken, but they did not stay down. They rose with scars, they rose with pain, and they rose with an unshakable spirit that no amount of comfort could ever create. Their success was built on nights of struggle, years of sacrifice, and endless battles with themselves. Pain made them relentless. Pain gave them the courage to push when everyone else quit. Pain gave them the hunger to rise when nobody believed in them. That's why they stand on top. When life hurts you, you have two choices. You can cry and wait for sympathy that will never come, or you can embrace that pain and let it turn you into a machine. Pain teaches you discipline because when you endure it long enough, you realize comfort is worthless. Comfort does not pay your bills. Comfort does not build empires. Comfort does not put your name in history, but pain will fuel you when nothing else can. Pain will whisper to you that quitting is not an option. Pain will remind you that if you want to win, you must keep pushing. Every scar you carry is proof that you survived, and every time you survive, you grow sharper, stronger, harder to break. Most people misunderstand pain because they associate it only with suffering. But suffering is temporary, and growth is forever. The pain you feel today becomes the strength you carry tomorrow. That heartbreak you went through taught you resilience. That failure you faced taught you persistence. That betrayal you experienced taught you awareness. Pain is not here to punish you, it's here to build you. Life is not against you, it's preparing you, but the majority will never see it that way. They waste their pain by complaining instead of converting it into power. If you learn to weaponize your pain, you can use it to destroy your excuses, silence your fears, and crush every obstacle standing in your way. Pain also builds respect, because people can sense when you've been through battles and survived. A person who has endured real pain carries a presence that cannot be faked. They move differently, they speak differently, and their aura commands attention. That is why the strongest leaders and the most disciplined warriors are respected, not because they had easy lives, but because they endured hardships and came out stronger. Pain gives you character. Pain strips away your weakness and exposes who you really are. If you cannot endure pain, you cannot lead, you cannot win, and you cannot rise. Those who learn to endure pain become unstoppable forces in a world where everyone else is looking for shortcuts. You may be sitting there wishing life was easier, wishing circumstances were kinder, wishing pain would just go away. But let me tell you the truth. You don't want life to be easier, you want to be stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to go through what others run away from. The reason pain feels so heavy is because it's carrying the gift of transformation inside it. But if you drop it, if you run from it, you'll never receive that gift. Stop seeing pain as a curse and start seeing it as a tool. The same pain that makes some people victims is the same pain that makes others champions. The difference is perspective. Pain is your greatest weapon because it forces you to evolve. Evolution is never comfortable, but it is always necessary. When pain strikes, you are faced with a choice: to shrink into your excuses or to rise into your potential. The people who rise are the ones who refuse to let pain break them. They allow it to fuel their actions, sharpen their minds, and harden their spirit. Every blow they take becomes a lesson, every scar becomes a reminder, and every failure becomes a stepping stone. Pain will never leave your life, but it can become your ally instead of your enemy. And when it does, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. You can talk all day about your dreams, your goals, and your ambitions, but none of that changes anything until you take action. Words are cheap, thoughts are invisible, but action is undeniable. Action is the proof that you are serious. It is the evidence that you mean what you say. Without action, your plans are just fantasies, your promises are lies, and your dreams are illusions. Life does not care about your intentions. It only rewards execution. You can write down affirmations, you can visualize your future, you can tell people what you're going to do, but if you don't move, nothing changes. The reason most people stay stuck is because they never translate thought into movement. They stay in their heads, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect feeling, and as they wait, life passes them by. Action is the only way forward. Look around at the winners, the people who actually built something, the ones who turned nothing into something. None of them waited until they felt ready. They acted when they were scared, when they were unprepared, when they had no clue what was coming next. Action is messy, action is uncertain, but action is what creates progress. The person who takes imperfect action every single day will always defeat the person who waits for the perfect opportunity that never comes. You can plan forever, you can analyze forever, you can prepare forever, but the moment you act, you learn more in one day than you ever could in 1 year of thinking. The harsh truth is that execution beats intelligence, execution beats talent, execution beats luck. Action is the great equalizer because even the smartest plan is useless without movement. Excuses will always disguise themselves as logic, but action cuts through them. You can tell yourself that the timing isn't right, that you need more money, that you need more support, that you need more knowledge, but the truth is you're just afraid of failing. And yet, failing through action is still progress. Because every failure teaches you something that standing still never will. Failure is feedback, and feedback is growth. The person who acts and fails 10 times will always be further ahead than the person who waits for certainty and never moves once. That's why action is power. It transforms you into someone who learns, adapts, and becomes dangerous through experience. Without action, you're just stuck in theory, stuck in imagination, stuck in a world where nothing ever changes. Think about this. The world does not reward effort. It does not reward intention. It rewards results. And results are only born from action. You cannot talk your way to success. You cannot wish your way to success. You cannot hope your way to success. Every dream you have requires the sweat of action to make it real. The gym rewards you only when you put in the work. Business rewards you only when you put in the grind. Relationships reward you only when you invest your time, energy, and consistency. Action is the bridge between desire and reality, between wanting and having. Those who don't act stay stuck in wanting. Those who act, no matter how small their steps, eventually get to having. The problem is that people think they have more time than they do. They procrastinate, they delay, they convince themselves that tomorrow they'll start, tomorrow they'll try, tomorrow they'll commit. But tomorrow is just another excuse. Tomorrow turns into weeks, weeks into years, and years into a lifetime of regret. The graveyards are filled with people who had incredible dreams but never acted on them. They thought they had time. They thought opportunity would come knocking. They thought they could wait. But the truth is, time does not wait for anyone. Time punishes hesitation. Time destroys procrastination. The only way to beat time is to take relentless action every single day, because action compounds into results, while hesitation compounds into regret. You need to understand that nobody cares about what you plan to do. They only care about what you actually do. You can tell people you're going to start a business, get in shape, change your life. But until they see action, it's just noise. Talk less, act more. Let your actions speak so loudly that nobody needs to hear your words. Results make the loudest noise, and results only come from consistent, daily execution. If you want respect, don't ask for it, earn it through action. If you want freedom, don't dream about it, build it through action. If you want success, don't talk about it, create it through action. Action is the ultimate language, the only one the world understands. And don't misunderstand, action doesn't mean giant leaps every single day. It means consistency. It means showing up daily, even when you don't feel like it. It means pushing when you're tired, grinding when you're uninspired, and staying disciplined when motivation disappears. Motivation is fleeting, but action builds momentum. Momentum is what transforms small steps into unstoppable force. The person who takes one small action every single day will crush the person who waits for big opportunities but never moves. The game of life belongs to those who keep moving, keep building, keep grinding, no matter how small the steps seem. Action is about persistence, not perfection. People respect doers, not dreamers. The world admires those who act boldly, who take risks, who move when everyone else hesitates. Every empire you see, every invention you use, every innovation that changed history, it all started with someone who took action. Not someone who sat around talking about ideas, but someone who executed. Action creates change. Action creates influence. Action creates history. The ones who acted are remembered. The ones who waited are forgotten. And right now, you are faced with the same choice. You can wait, or you can act. You can hesitate, or you can move. You can talk about what you want, or you can go get it. Action is the only thing that separates you from the life you dream about. The brutal truth is that life does not owe you anything. You will not be handed success. You will not be gifted freedom. You will not be given respect. You have to take it, and the only way to take it is through action. Every single day you hesitate, someone else out there is acting, moving, grinding, and building. And while you wait, they pass you by. Life is a battlefield, and hesitation is death. The ones who act win. The ones who don't lose. Action is the only thing that matters, because without it, you are nothing but a dreamer who dies with their potential still locked inside them. So now you see the truth. Pain and action are the two forces that separate the weak from the strong, the forgotten from the remembered, the ordinary from the extraordinary. Pain is not there to destroy you, it's there to forge you into someone unbreakable. Every scar, every setback, every tear has the potential to become your greatest strength if you refuse to let it defeat you. And action is the bridge that carries you from who you are to who you want to be. Without action, your pain is wasted. Without action, your dreams remain dreams. But when you embrace pain and channel it into consistent, relentless action, you become a weapon the world cannot ignore. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is losing sleep over your problems. The only person responsible for your future is staring back at you in the mirror. You must rise, you must act, you must push, no matter how heavy life feels. The world respects results, not excuses. The world rewards resilience, not comfort. This is your time, your chance, your fight. So take your pain, sharpen it, and let it fuel you. Take action today, take action tomorrow, and take action until your results scream louder than your words ever could. That is how you win, that is how you rise, and that is how you prove yourself unstoppable. Thank you for your time, thank you for your energy, and may God bless you all with the strength to act and never quit.